Hey, good morning again. So this is Vincent Nememana at mikralife.com, of course. So I told you that I'll be telling you the steps to get your first job. So in the first part, I introduced you to the landscape. I mean, it's terrible. There are no jobs. The universities, colleges are pushing out professionals every day in thousands, but really there are no jobs. I told you about an example of a recent advertisement from the Ministry of Health on the position of medical officers. 1,400 medical officers, doctors were shortlisted. How many applied? How many applied? So even for doctors, there are no jobs. So how about for arts? It's really terrible. Yes, so there are 4 steps to getting your first job. Step number 1, prepare yourself. So how do you prepare yourself for a job? This includes everything you do with yourself before you can really look out for the job practically. It includes studying well, making sure you study and pass your subjects well. It includes intentionally deciding to take sciences. Guys, take sciences, no jokes, take sciences. Have a skill, and it means looking out for friends, connecting and being a good person, someone who can be trusted. Preparing yourself means working on you yourself to be the best you can be, to do your studies well, choose the best studies, be rational, make good friends, and be trustworthy. A guy who really any person can count on. Your friends like you, trust you, and really they can refer you. Point number two is to practically look for the job. Now you have studied well, you've done your sciences, you did well, you passed, you have friends and all of that, but still you not get a job just like that. You need to practically look for the job. I always advise my students or mentees that the best way to get a job is to really write those applications. So you look at what do you want to do, and then name or list about 10 to 20 companies or places you would like to work in or at. Which one is right? Anyway, and then you write those 20 applications and drop them at those 20 places. That's how it works. Practically, you write 20 applications, take them to 20 places, and then make sure you collect a phone number for feedback from a secretary, from someone who works there, from a secretary, whatever. And then after 2 weeks after you dropping the applications, call and find out. If it's near, visit the place and say, hey guys, I dropped here my application just 2 weeks ago. I was looking for this job and I've come back to recheck on WhatsApp. Is there a position, all of that. I tell you, you can't write 20 applications and not get even one. So practically look for a job. Look for those places you'd like to work in, write those applications and take them there, and just then do the follow-up. The manual follow-up is what really makes a difference, because so many people have written the same applications, but when you follow up, chances are you will land one job. And number 3, what's number 3? Point number 3, connect and socialize with everyone and let them know that you are looking for a job. Yes, so you have friends, you have colleagues, you have people you are meeting while you are struggling. Just let them know that you are looking for a job. You study this and you are looking for a job in this way. Somehow people, they can't just know you are looking for a job. You have to tell your friends, you have to tell people wherever you are going, wherever you are taking tea. When I got my first job, really, I got my first connection through a place where I was having my breakfast. So I told the woman that I'm here in Mbarara, but I'm actually looking for a job. And then she referred me. The next day she referred me, there's someone who is looking for a nurse, and I think I want to connect you there. You can call them. Here is the number of that. Anyway, I declined the job because it was too much in a very deep village where there was no electricity, so there was no way of growing up like to get better. You know, your first job shouldn't be more about money. It should be about more the opportunities. It is safe and can allow you to grow. That's what matters. Anyway, so I got the second offer through my friend Mateka from Uganda, and it worked because he knew I was already in Mbarara looking for a job. So he connected me to some guy in Uganda who really gave me a job. Anyway, so connect, socialize, and whoever you meet, tell them, you know what, I've just finished my bachelor's in this and I'm really looking for a job. I've applied to these places, but I don't know if I will get. Let people know you're hustling, because any moment they will land on something and they will know, hey, our friend Joan, our friend Boaz, our friend Alfred is looking for a job, and they will really link you up. That's how it works. You have to let people know you are looking for a job. If you have social media, LinkedIn, make sure you make it clear that you are currently available for hire. Yes, if you don't have social media anyway, I don't know what you are about, but you should have a social media profile, or actually social media profiles, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, and maybe Twitter, so that you can easily be found and traceable. Anyway, the last point is which one? Step number 4 of getting your first job is applying for volunteering or for internship. Now, I've done volunteering at Mulago Nursing School. I've done volunteering in many places before I could get a job. Now, volunteering is one shot to get a job. In fact, these days, even to get a place where to volunteer, it's very hard. Or internship. So, don't take those things for granted. The challenge with volunteering is that you are not earning money. So, you will need to be staying at some place where you are not paying. And maybe it could be at your parents, your aunties, your relatives, or in your village where you come from, or without moving far. So anyway, volunteering is a good thing. And even when you are looking for a job and you say, I worked as this, I volunteered as this, I volunteered at Pet Uganda, and that thing has pushed me for so many opportunities, because Pet Uganda was a special organization with people with disabilities. So I worked there as a welfare guy who would make sure they eat, they go to school and all of that. So that thing helps me in many other big opportunities when they hear that I have had time with people with disabilities and I took care of them. So volunteering is not a wastage of time. It's a masterpiece, and it's really hard for an organization to hire new people when you have been there and you are volunteering and you're good, because no one wants to train another staff to start from zero when the volunteer is already, volunteers already have the knowledge and tactics, have already mastered what the organization is all about, and I would really like to hire the volunteer because they already know what we are all about. So volunteer internship, it's a great thing, but most young people really sometimes they detest volunteering, and I really would discourage that kind of attitude. Take on volunteering. Never sit at home. The first day you get out of your school, bachelor's, diploma, masters, whatever, don't sit at home, just volunteer. You'll meet something on the way. Those are the 4 points anyway. Number 1 is prepare enough. Number 2, practically look for the job. Number 3, socialize and connect and let people know you are looking for a job. Number 4 is volunteer or do internship somewhere. You will likely be absorbed into the mainstream employment. Those are the points of really getting your first job. It may not be the best job you have ever dreamed to have, but it will be the start. And the good thing is that once you have your first job, next jobs become easy. I don't know why. Once you have your first job, getting next jobs becomes easier. Have a nice day. Ciao, ciao. This is Vicent, and this is meetyourlife.com.